Concern for one's nation. 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 1 to 17. King Josiah was killed in a battle with Egypt at Megiddo, and Judah came under the rule of Egypt. The Egyptian deposed Josiah's son Jehoahaz and made his brother Jehoiakim the king. Later, Egypt was in turn defeated by Babylon, and Judah came under the rulership of Babylon. Jehoiakim revolted against Babylon and died when Babylon attacked Judah. Jehoiakim, his son, succeeded him. The Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar deported the king, members of the royal family, nobles, and all craftsmen to exile in Babylon. After the deportation, Babylon made Zedekiah the new king. Zedekiah revolted against Babylon in spite of warning from Jeremiah that God will use Babylon as an instrument to punish Judah for her sins. Zedekiah was captured and his 2 sons were killed in his presence. He was also blinded and exiled to Babylon together with most of the middle class. There was total destruction of Judah and many people were killed. The temple was destroyed and the walls of Jerusalem was razed to the ground. The devastation of the war caused harsh social and economic conditions. There was not enough food to eat, and with no walls for protection, the people were in danger of external attack. Nehemiah's response to the state of the nation. Nehemiah chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hanani, one of the concerned citizens of Judah, led a delegation from Jerusalem to confer with the prosperous Jews in exile about the state of the nation. He met Nehemiah, who had become a cupbearer to Artaxerxes, king of Persia, who now ruled Babylon. Nehemiah sought to know the state of Jerusalem and its inhabitants. He was told that the remnants of the land were in great trouble and shame, as the wall and gates of Jerusalem had been broken down and destroyed. On hearing this, Nehemiah wept, fasted, and prayed for days. He then asked the king of Persia to allow him to go home, and his request was granted. The king gave him letters of authority to the provincial governors to assist him with materials for the rebuilding of the walls of Jerusalem. He arrived in Jerusalem and gave the letter to the governors of the provinces. In the night, he conducted a secret inspection of the city. Then, in the morning, he rallied the people to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem so as not to suffer disgrace again. The people responded positively and work commenced. The Sanballat and Tobiah tried to oppose the effort of Nehemiah and his compatriot, but their plot failed. Moral lesson. 1. Nehemiah shows spirit of love and compassion for his people and the nation. Good Christians must learn to love their neighbors and their nation by doing things that will improve their loss in life. 2. Nehemiah motivated his people into action. This is a good example of exemplary leadership. 3. Nehemiah had faith in God through prayers. We must likewise emulate him. Zerubbabel, Joshua, and Ezra's responses to the state of the nation. Ezra chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The rebuilding of the walls of Jerusalem gave security to the social and economic life of the people. However, the religious life of the people was far from ideal. Following the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, in his first year on the throne, Cyrus, the new Persian king, ordered the rebuilding of Jerusalem temple. He also allowed those who wanted to help in rebuilding the temple to go home. He also ordered that such returnees should be assisted with silver and gold and other essentials, including free will offerings to God. The Jews who stayed behind contributed money towards the cost of the temple reconstruction. Cyrus also contributed by making available to leaders of the returnees the temple treasuries looted by Nebuchadnezzar. A large number of the returnees, led by Zerubbabel and Joshua, left Babylon for Judah. Work on the temple started immediately on their arrival. The Samaritans' offer of help in rebuilding the temple was rejected. They in turn tried to obstruct the work on the project by molesting and frightening the people in the course of the work. The harassment continued throughout the reign of Cyrus. In the time of Ahasuerus, the enemies of the Jews wrote to the king to stop work on the temple and other projects, but the king ignored them. In the time of Artaxerxes, a more dangerous and damaging letter was written and copied to all the governors of the provinces. The letter made serious allegations against the Jews, and as such, the king ordered the work on the temple to stop. However, the new king, Darius, examined the case and ordered work to resume on the temple. Work resumed till the 6th year of Darius, when it was completed and the temple was dedicated. The dedication was followed by the celebration of the Passover. After the dedication, Ezra, a scribe, well versed in the law, arrived with another group of returnees. His task was to reorganize the religious life of the people. He taught them the statutes and ordinances of the law. Moral lesson 1. The returnees sacrificed everything towards national reconstruction. Christians must make the same concerted effort towards their national development. 2. The Jews were not discouraged by oppositions and obstacles. We must learn from them. 3. The attempt to destroy the image and reputation of the Jews through malicious propaganda was bad. We must always avoid running down our neighbors, nation, or other people. 4. Ezra helped the young Jews to learn about the new faith. We must always assist others to develop their spiritual life. That is the end of concern for one's nation.